we're talking about the one shift that you guys can make. It's going to really improve the attraction that you guys experience from a day-to-day basis. You're going to notice more attention. You're going to notice people treat you differently. And on top of that, it's very beneficial. There are studies actually done on this. I'm not going to go too much in depth on those studies. I probably won't even display them. You can Google them. They're real accessible out there, so you guys can go ahead and look some of this up. But you guys are going to understand about this one shift, that once you change your mindset, once you understand, oh, okay, well, this is what I need to work on. It takes a little bit to get into that bit of a mindset, and then also it takes some practice, but you will notice people being more attracted to you. But I want to give a quick little shout out to all my returning subscribers and returning viewers. I do appreciate you guys clicking back at another video. But let's go ahead and dive into today's subject. So this is going to be exercising, getting into shape. So this is going to be based off, some of it's going to be based off my personal experience, but let's go ahead and go with the study first, or there's whatever studies that are out there. So if you guys didn't know this, essentially the more attractive people, they get the better things in life. They get, you know, the better types of quality. Like, you know, let's say you want to attract people into your life, but you want the best quality people in your life. Well, if you're more attractive, you're going to be attracting that. But like on these studies, they talk about you get better jobs, you get better salaries, and then, you know, people just treat you a whole lot better. So going based off my own personal experience, I noticed once I started getting in shape, started working out, I noticed that women just in general, they viewed me as more attractive. And this is something that you'll notice, like when you start increasing your physique, you start working out, you start just becoming overall more attractive, women tend to notice it. So like honestly, when I first started working out, I would honestly say I was like average, maybe just slightly below average. I was on the skinnier side. I didn't view myself as attractive, but essentially I noticed like I did attract women, but it wasn't the type of women that I wanted to attract. So I started working out, and I noticed like just going from a day-to-day basis. So let's say I'm shopping or whatever, and you hold that eye contact, well, you'll notice like people will smile at you. And what I noticed when I started putting on more and more mass, becoming more attractive, I noticed that women would actually smile more often at me, or even women will just like notice you more. They'll check you out. And here's a story. This was a while back. I forgot exactly what we were doing, but we're hanging out with my friends, me and my girlfriend. I think it was to actually talk to my friends about planning something, because I think he's going to be getting married sometime soon, but we'll see. It's like a bachelor party or whatever. But we went out to go eat, and then what was it? So I guess I went to the restroom, and when I came back, when I was walking to the table, I guess my girlfriend saw some girl checking me out while I was walking back. And you know, I don't have the eyes on the back of my head, so I didn't even notice it. I didn't even pay attention. But when I was walking at the end of the night, when we were leaving the restaurant, I noticed this chick. She smiled at me as soon as we passed, and I was like, okay. So you'll notice that women just tend to, like, they'll notice you a whole lot more, and they'll smile at you. And you know, it's like, okay, do they smile just to everybody that just, like, you know, that come across their path, or is it something that they do once in a while with the people that they view as attractive? Which, if I had to bet, it's probably the attractive thing, just because like I even had my girlfriend confirm like several times and all that she's noticed women check me out. Of course, she doesn't tell me all the time. It's like I have to ask her, and she'll tell me and all that, which if you guys want, maybe we'll do a video about that, but it just kind of depends on the situation and if I got the time as well. But you'll notice that when you're just going to your day-to-day basis, when you're not even focusing, people are always constantly checking out each other. They're always scanning, and it's just a part of human nature. It's just something that you kind of do. You want to be aware of your situation. You want to be aware of your surroundings. So it's just something that happens naturally, and whether or not you realize it, essentially you're always constantly thinking, and your mind is filtering out a lot of stuff. So maybe you'll notice that somebody is attractive, or maybe you'll notice that they're not. And you know, certain things that people do, maybe they don't even recognize it, but essentially, once you start working out and you start increasing your physique and you start seeing a little bit of a difference, well, you should start seeing results. It's not going to happen instantly. And one thing I do want to mention is it's easier than ever in today's generation. You look at the vast majority of people, there's studies done on this, like the vast majority of people are out of shape, overweight. So it's really easy to be different from the competition. It takes very little effort once you get into the routine. Like, I know it sucks working out, like especially if you're not used to it or you don't like working out. It takes a while to get into it, but once you go for like 3 weeks, I think it's about 21 days to actually build a habit and then stick to that habit. And you should honestly make working out a habit, and you'll notice that once you start putting on that muscle, you start changing up your physique, whether you're on the lighter or the heavier side, and you'll start noticing that you also become confident as well. You start seeing a difference. You're like, hey, well, I'm happy with the results that I'm seeing. And you have to be realistic with yourself. It's not going to happen overnight. A lot of people get discouraged by that, but realize that you got to make a commitment to yourself. The other thing is mindset, that you're going to do it for 6 months to a year, and then you'll start seeing results. It's not something that's going to happen instantly, and I want you guys to be aware of that. But you will notice that people start treating you better once you start increasing your physique. You start increasing that confidence within yourself. The other thing that women typically find attractive is confidence. So if you're starting to feel confident with your physique, you're like, yeah, I look good, well, you're going to start displaying that and you're going to start showing it. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys understand my point. Shorter video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Smash that like button, and I'll go ahead and catch you guys on the next one.